I'm James Snell, Director of Snell David Limited. We designed this gorgeous 5-bedroom house for Joe and Andy Houghton, and I'm very, very pleased with the result.
Well, we liked a nice country look, nice soft look as well. We like to have a large kitchen because we entertain, and our bedroom then is above here, so we like to have a large bedroom and bathroom, and we've got a dressing area as well, so those are quite important.
We've got everything we want really, haven't we now?
Definitely.
And having understood a little bit more about what Andy and Joe wanted, which was much more of a traditional East Anglian farmhouse feel, I then sketched my way around to a solution which I felt, because of the size of the house they wanted, had to be very careful not to make it look like a large new lump of whatever style.
The style of the house that we wanted to produce was more like a Suffolk farmhouse, a house that had evolved over time, coming into the courtyard, coming up to the main house, and then maybe having a larger piece built on it at a later date. So that was what we wanted to do on the externals, and I think we created that well.
The notion of designing a house, if it had been an old Suffolk or Cambridgeshire or North Essex farmhouse, what would have happened to that over the period of the last 400 years? Naturally, it gets extended, it evolves, it changes. It's not regular, it's irregular. And the materials often that it's built of reflect those changes. So this house, in my view, had to be something that was sort of piecemeal almost. The core could have been an older house, and then further changes added on, and it looked happy in that it could have done so. But a house that looks as if it's evolved over a long period of time. But what we did agree clearly at the beginning was that it's the external materials and the way that they were detailed was the most important thing initially. Basically, it's a standard cavity wall construction, and we decided to either render concrete block in some areas to create that painted look, very much like you would have had an old timber frame farmhouse, or in other areas where we've got a local buff Cambridge brick, again very much as a local material. We chose a fairly simple palette of materials, and again the paint colours, the window paint colours and things, helps to bring those in together, whether it be a window in a brick wall or a window in a rendered wall. The paint colours of those windows helps to bring it all together.
The best spend, and probably one of the most expensive parts of the house, is the roof. You can see the roof from quite a few places within the village, coming down the main street, coming from the high street. So I think that getting the materials for the roof, but getting the materials for the whole externals of the house, because that's going to be there from forever, for time. So I think that was probably the most important thing that we wanted to achieve.
We spent a lot of time choosing the right tile mixture for this roof, and we introduced some second-hand tiles just to give it, not fully, but the buff ones, to break up the different colours of reds which you get in this area, the total mixture of colours. I think we all agree that it's totally worthwhile. It's one of the most beautiful new roofs that there is, that I've done anyway, and I'm very, very pleased with that. So that's an area, one example of an area where money was spent on getting the externals right.